The Buccaneer project is funded by the European Regional Development Fund through the Ireland-Wales Cooperation Programme.
Welcome back to the last part of the BUCANIER Innovation 4-part series on ideation. So far, we've helped you to discover, to define, to develop, and now we're going to look at delivering those ideas for your business. In order to select the ideas that are going to have the biggest impact on your business's performance, we're going to rank them against two axes. This is the idea selection matrix. First, the expected business impact is assessed. Ask yourself questions like, how would your sales potentially grow? To what extent will it drive profitability or firm growth? How will it affect your market position? Second, the ease of implementation is assessed. Here, you take the likelihood that you implement it fast and without major shortfalls into account. Ask questions like, do we own the right assets and capabilities in order to commercialize this idea? Do we have sufficient resources available at the moment? And how fast can we commercialize the idea? Ease of implementation is about being honest with your business's current capabilities. Now that you've mapped your ideas against these two simple axes, you can now start to identify which you should be selecting. All the ideas in the lower left field may, for now, be excluded from further consideration. The combination of an expectedly low business impact and low ease of implementation makes these quite unattractive. The upper left and lower right fields represent perspective potential. For ideas in the upper left field, you need to think about different strategies to ease implementation. These may be more long-term ideas. For projects in the lower right field, you need to think of ways to raise the business impact. Maybe creating new business models around the ideas or combining them with other ideas can have the impact that you need. Remember back to video 2 when we considered the Scamper model. The ideas in the upper right field are the most attractive ones. They're easy to implement and have a high business impact. These are the ideas that you should focus on for your innovation projects. This simple tool now allows you to select the ideas that will have the best impact for your business, but that you can implement straight away. Remember, you don't have to discard the ones that fit into the other boxes. These may be jobs to do for another time. Now it's your turn. Position the ideas that you selected, the ones that are in the sweet spot, and put them into this matrix. Look for the ones in the top right-hand box and take these forward. You may want to take this time to discuss this with your colleagues and again with your customers or potential customers. If you have a business mentor, this is a very good thing to discuss with them. Ease of implementation and potential business impact are sometimes things that we can't see for ourselves, and we need to have a different perspective. So now you've selected the ideas that you want to take forward. The next step and last step for ideation is to communicate those simply and effectively so that your customers can understand how your idea adds value to them. Just because a value proposition might seem simple, that doesn't mean it's easy. In one clear sentence, you need to say what your potential product or service is, how it's better than your competitors, how it fits with a market segment that you've identified, and why your customers should buy it instead of the alternatives. The value proposition is structured like this. For a specific product or service, identify the segment, an example customer, and the problem that they have that you are solving. Next, describe your solution, how it's better than the existing alternatives, and what makes it different. So if you've watched all 4 videos, you've now been through an intense process of ideation. We started off by discovering and defining what ideation is, then creating as many ideas as possible and clustering them so that you could start to come up with the themes that you would later prioritize. Once you've refined and prioritized those ideas, you've now set your value proposition. You know what your product does, how it adds value to your customer, and how it's better than the competitors. In the next set of videos, we'll be looking at market validation, testing those ideas with real customers. Thank you very much for watching. And please do come back to the Buccaneer website anytime for more information.